So both managers making their moves at half-time with the straight swap in the United ranks, and then the introduction in the opposite dugout from Jose Mourinho of Demarai Gray and Andy King. Gray has actually been playing up front alongside Vardy in the last couple. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is keeping us waiting at the moment. No rush, Zlatan. Finally rejoins us.
You would think United's change will be forced. Leicester's tactical to try and get back into this game.
Leicester, remember, still without either a Premier League win or a Premier League goal since the turn of the year. And Claudio Ranieri desperately in need of something ahead of what is likely to be a massive game against Swansea next weekend, one that you can see live with us.
The crowd huffed and puffed for about 15-20 minutes, trying to inject some urgency into the Leicester team. The edge went off the crowd, United come into the game, and there was killer blows just before half-time. They've got to somehow try and disturb and disrupt United Leicester.
I wonder if Gray might go up to support Vardy, but at the moment Vardy's looking a pretty isolated figure up there on his own.
There he is, Gray's on the left-hand side here. They've got three in midfield, Ndidi at the base of that three. Water and King in front of him.
And then trying to shield his players, Claudio Ranieri has at various times blamed himself for recent results and his tinkering with formations.
But what it does, it matches United up. Jose Mourinho reacted after 20 minutes and put Mkhitaryan at number 10, and Ndidi now just out of shot, just over the halfway line. And seeing him into the pitch now is going to be in that area where Mkhitaryan's operating.
It was after the changes that Jose Mourinho made that United looked more menacing. Here's Ndidi. Now Riyad Mahrez. With the ball across. Cleared to Mkhitaryan. Here's Pogba. Seems to be coming in on it, but then losing out to Marcus Rashford. Drinkwater in the chase and wins it from him. Drinkwater to Morgan.
Good work, Drinkwater.
Vardy. Now King.
So direct last season, Leicester. A few of the fans around us just complaining there that when that ball went into Vardy, he didn't turn and attack quickly. Then he looked back at the centre-backs and the goalkeeper now.
There's a rock-solid partnership at the heart of that Leicester defence last season that saw them to the title, but there's been a bit of a soft centre there since this campaign began.
That second goal was a sloppy one from the centre-back point of view. Ibrahimovic just stood there, not really doing much.
There's Mata, Mkhitaryan, back into the path of Juan Mata, and it's 3 for Manchester United. A bitter pill for the Leicester fans to swallow. They felt anyway that Mata should have been dismissed in the first half, but he's leading the celebrations now. And Leicester enveloped in a gathering crisis.
Puts the game pretty much out of sight, unless Leicester complete a miracle. It's that little link between Mkhitaryan and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It's fantastic, but it's so poor from now on from Fuchs. A little 1-2 from Mata. What Fuchs is doing, I'm not sure. Morgan is deeper, which I've got a little bit of sympathy with, because he thinks that Mata might cross it on the first one. As a full-back there, you cannot play offside. You just cannot play offside there. It's a ridiculous decision from the left-back, and Mata, he's a good finisher. When he gets in 1v1, so much time, so close to goal, he just puts it into that near post. Again, I was just talking about the second goal being a bad one for Leicester from a centre-back point of view. That's a shocker of a goal to concede in United. Well, 5 minutes either side of half-time, they're taking this game. It would seem away from Leicester.
When Mata, who's had a bit of a checkered time of it of late, he had that huge miss against Hull in the week. He scored the own goal in the draw with Stoke. But he's come up with a goal here now that should assure Manchester United of an end to their run of drawn games. Mata. Morgan emerging with it. Mata. King. Away by Eric Bain.
I was looking to Harry in that lead up to that goal. It just opened up Leicester again through midfield. Standing 20 minutes on, Mkhitaryan has changed the game. Marino put him in there. Credit to him. He's rolled through the system so quickly.
Blind. Herrera. Pogba. Mata into Ibrahimovic. United smoothly in their stride, looking for another one now with Marcus Rashford, and Schmeichel does enough to keep that out.
And that back four, it was so solid and sturdy last season. The gaps now between them, they're not going with the runner. They're all over the place. United cutting through them. Doesn't quite get hold of it, Marcus Rashford. It's into the ground. Just not enough pace on it to get past Schmeichel.
Mata's corner. Out towards Eric Bailly. Slowly last. Well, the atmosphere which had built up from the start is very flat here now.
Contrast to the incredible atmosphere that was created occasions here last year. They are completely deflated. Life taken out of them.
Simpson. Herrera. Ibrahimovic. With a cross.
With the cross from Mata. Needed somebody attacking it.
Here's Fuchs. Helped on by King. Mata. There's Pogba.
It's a horrible thing in the football ground. You've got obviously a pocket of away fans in the corner singing them, but you can hear every individual shout from the Leicester fans. Not particularly nice ones. You can hear them again now.
Memories are short in football, such as the fickle nature of the game that Ranieri, who was lauded last season, is finding his methods questioned now. United have already put 4 past Leicester once this season, and they've got the bit between their teeth here. Valencia. Cleared by Simpson. Vardy was pulled back by Herrera, and that's he's going to automatically see a yellow card flashed in his direction.
To stop the counter-attack. Wondered whether on that first goal of Mkhitaryan's maybe Huth could have done the same. The defenders around. Herrera taking the booking. Well, the build-up to the game was strange, wasn't it? Seeing that Ranieri interview, it's a little bit sad. Hearing him talk about the players, they should go and see the chairman if they want him out, which is quite startling, really. It should never happen. Players never go and see a chairman. It's not their job to. You can see the sort of feelings and rumours and things that are happening around Leicester, and the build-up to the game certainly moved into the media.
It is a collective responsibility, isn't it? Indeed, here is trying to play his part by getting Leicester forward. It's going to be a yellow card here for Paul Pogba.
That's good for them, indeed. It's what Leicester do need. A little bit of urgency, something to get the crowd up. Pogba sliding in and just tripping him up. They have a chance. Mahrez sure fancy it from this position. Pogba trying to push him back, saying it was further away. He better be careful.
Yeah, no dissent is tolerated these days, and having just been shown a yellow card, he's going to keep his temper in check. Three United midfielders, Pogba, Herrera and Mata, now on yellow cards. Three men over the free kick, although Drinkwater now steps away. Halfway line, Kasper Schmeichel is trying to have his say.
I'm not sure what Kasper Schmeichel is getting involved for. Is he saying someone should stand on the end of the wall, maybe, to block De Gea? Maybe.
Brushes the outside of the net from Mahrez. Played against Leicester, including the 5 here back in September 2014. The goal now would be a modicum of a lift for Claudio Ranieri's team, who've not found one in the league in 2017.
You're in that sort of position where you're thinking a goal makes the game interesting, but one more and it could become a horrible day. 4, 5 and 6 are on the card, so you have to be wall. He'll be furious with that wall. Ibrahimovic and Mkhitaryan, it's terrible. It's one thing you don't do in a wall, you never break. The goalkeeper's right to be furious with them.
In every previous match.
Careful still, I think, Leicester, in terms of the way in which they approach this last half an hour. Obviously, they have to try and get back into the game. But be careful that they don't make it a real embarrassment.
The King. The consolation at Old Trafford back in September when Damari Gray's goal, which was his first for the club, was possibly the best goal of the day.
Oh, it's a great goal. To influence the game. It's not much yet. Two centre-backs look completely different, Huth and Morgan, than they were last year. See, on that second goal, the Ibrahimovic one, when you're really on your game, you're body to body, do not allow a single strike in the middle of the box to have space and time like that. Even though the ball gets pulled back behind them a little bit, you're close enough to it, you're on your toes. When you're in that sort of poor run of form and your confidence is down, you're on your heels, and you don't quite make those movements the same. And a good moment.
It's a difficult balancing act for Ranieri, keeping faith with the men who did such a good job to win the title. And the loss of form since, but no room for sentiment really as far as the manager's concerned.
We've got a big job, those Leicester players, and focus on the manager. Tony Carragher mentioned it before the game, he won't have changed. It's the players' mentalities that will have changed, not the coach. He'll be doing the same things, pulling his hair out, I'm sure, thinking about how to get back to that spirit of last season and that performance level.
Here's Vardy, who's had nothing like the goal-scoring exploits he had then. Danny Drinkwater, fended off successfully by Pogba.
You keep watching Leicester games last season thinking, how many teams are going to leave that space for Vardy to run into? How many times is Mahrez going to be allowed to come in his left foot and bend it into the far corner?
Must really convince people about Leicester's title credentials, so maybe a year on, this is the defeat that will...
And teams have become a lot more wise and shrewd against this Leicester team.
Maybe this corner could give them a route back into it. Gray. United were caught on the hop a little then from the quick corner routine. Is this an area that can bring them some joy? Robert Huth is forward for the corner. It doesn't even reach him, it's a poor kick, but Gray will get a second bite at the cherry here. Lays it off instead to Danny Drinkwater to have a go. And it's a year tomorrow since the victory at Manchester City that probably first convinced people that Leicester are in real danger of relegation.
Yeah.
Especially in view of the weekend's other results.
They are in real danger, and you think, you look around the team, they've got more than enough to get out of it, but when you start hearing the things that you were hearing pre-match, you start to worry and concern yourself. And you're absolutely right, that victory away at Manchester City a year ago certainly was the time when I think everybody, including myself, thought, oh dear, they might go away, they might not go away these lot. It really was an impressive performance.
Last time Robert Huth scored, we got two. And Mata's in here, and the flag has stayed down, and he can't lift it over Schmeichel. A golden opportunity to make it four for Juan Mata, and he couldn't take it.
I don't think you can believe what was going on, Juan Mata. It was like time stood still. I mean, for Leicester, it's an absolute shocker. I mean, talk about defending. I think Rashford runs offside, maybe. Yes, he does. But then the rest of them just hold their hands up, and obviously the changing rules. And Juan Mata finds himself in a position where I'm not quite sure he knows what Schmeichel's doing. It's unlike him.
And Didi couldn't catch it cleanly. Away by Mahrez. Mkhitaryan.
Scratching his head. There's really much he can do. When you think of defending like that, it's nothing to do with coaching. The players standing there with their arms in the air, not chasing back after the ball.
Well, this...
You can point towards it as an excuse and say, well, it'll be more difficult in the league, but it might be what they need at this moment in time, these Leicester players and these fans and the coaching staff. Again, to take the mind away from things and Get the spark back.
Pogba. Helped on by Ibrahimovic, just beyond the reach of Mkhitaryan. Ibrahimovic. And again, a lack of communication there. Fuchs deciding he had to deal with it. Schmeichel furious that what was presumably was the period where Leicester was supposed to make up lost ground. They didn't have the distraction of the Champions League, which has been used as an excuse for their struggles, but in the period since the Champions League had its winter break, they've still only won 2 games. And of course, it will be resuming again soon.
Well, maybe that is something that will kickstart the season again, lift them.
From him was ignored. Probably looking to pick out Marcus Rashford. There's Fuchs. King. Gray. Decent run from Gray. Found Drinkwater.
Control of it, Drinkwater. Pogba needed to be careful earlier on in that move. He has a little bit of a nibble there. Gray, and he pulls away from him. I always felt that Drinkwater wasn't really stabilised before he tried the strike.
Even though Leicester have reached double figures in terms of attempts, David De Gea has not been troubled unduly often enough. Incoming. Goes down by Riyad Mahrez. Two signs of promise when he's been able to run at this United defence, but it hasn't happened often enough since he came on as a second-half substitute. The last corner wasn't the best. Can he do better this time? Gray. Mkhitaryan. Pogba. Smalling. Blind. Mkhitaryan. Once something he's done hasn't come off today. Simpson brilliantly picking out Andy King. Away by Mata. Control from Mkhitaryan. And then Mata coming in, and Rashford was offside anyway. Gray. Indeed, going for it. He'll come out to Mahrez. Cleared by Henrik Mkhitaryan. To try to release Rashford again.
Rashford, he really was. He punched it to the halfway line. 2 Leicester defenders got the back.
Morgan was backing in. Mahrez. Vardy. Cleared by Bailly. Here's Ndidi. Drinkwater.
Things you can see, causing United, probably there would be a sending off and complacency that could kick in, but
Leicester still looking for that spark. Valencia there ahead of Damari Gray. Mata left it behind. He was relieved to Herrera. Manchester United have only got one more Premier League match this month. It's home to Watford on Saturday. Watford, of course, one of the 3 teams to have beaten them this season. It's already a month that will end with a Wembley final.
there's a little bit of pressure on United coming into this game as well, dropping points in midweek. Arsenal and Liverpool both losing yesterday. United a chance to get close to the Champions League spots with Watford at home next week.
Mata. Pogba. Here's Blind. Rashford, Pogba.
Those Leicester players are walking, jogging. There's no real urgency. United just popping it around, back comfortably. Those Leicester players have gone flat.
See Valencia collect it. So much for Leicester has changed from a year ago, the intensity in particular.
Every time they were defending like this a year ago, you always felt there was a potential goal at the other end coming pretty quickly with a counter-attack. But they were winning the ball back and they were springing forward quickly. The spring in the steps gone, well and truly at the moment.
Here's Mata looking to add to their pain.
I can't believe those 2 centre-backs, the amount of times they're just static. Just a little simple chip in between them. And Mata stood there.
Talking experienced campaigners. 23-year-old Morgan, 32-year-old Huth.
You can see it on their faces. They're struggling.
The goalkeeper and the back 4, all 30-something. Of course, they have had the young prospect Ben Chilwell coming through. And what they did last season, they're not going to be easy to replace anyway, are they?
No.
Huth. Fuchs. Ndidi. Mahrez, and I think in the game here last season he scored for the 11th Premier League match in a row in the 1-1 draw with Manchester United, breaking Ruud van Nistelrooy's record in the process. This year he'd gone 10 without a goal until that hat-trick against Manchester City, and he's not really picked up again from there when it looks as though that might be a corner turner.
It's been an incredible rise for him. He's got different problems now. This is where he is strong. This is where he is good. Running onto things, but he's getting less and less opportunity to do that in games. He just create a little bit more subtlety in his game, a little bit more clever.
Forward come Morgan and Huth. kick, which was from behind for another. By Smalling.
He needed to hit with Smalling because Huth made a good run to the near post.
Good get the header back across. No one there for Leicester, right in the area where he put it. And here's the danger for Leicester, being caught on the counter. Mkhitaryan, support here from Mata. Gray lets it run. Vardy had lost his footing, tried to help it into King's path anyway. Bit of an opening maybe for Gray to get a cross in, but Rashford comes back to defend. Mahrez curls one in and Vardy's underneath it.
I haven't seen much of him at all, Jamie Vardy. None in the game, really.
Rashford made the run towards Mata. It's Ibrahimovic. And he's easily past Fuchs. And in the end, it was Danny Simpson who came to Leicester's rescue just as long. So they could be embarrassed again here. Morgan's given it away. Pogba. Mkhitaryan.
Those Leicester players, look at them.
Last year, desperation this. Marouane Fellaini, who has ruffled Leicester feathers before, coming on to try and make life even more uncomfortable for them. Mata. Now Valencia. Scored for the second time in the league against Leicester this season. Although the Leicester fans will argue that he should be going off without anybody coming on to replace him after that first half challenge on Jamie Vardy.
I think it was a yellow. Goal. No arrest.
By Vardy trying to release Gray. Vardy. Gray. Lost by Fuchs, Drinkwater challenging with Fellaini. Away by Valencia, here's Pogba.
It's a good cross from Fuchs and Fellaini well.
It's been good management as well. Blind. Header back from Marcus Rashford. There's Blind. Mata on the stretch. Still good enough to find Pogba, who's aiming to feed Valencia here. Valencia trying to carry it past Fuchs, but lost his footing.
United. Jose Mourinho's just about managing this game out now. And that's it.
Well, of course, he was the substituted against Leicester in the Community Shield, Juan Mata, but he goes off in better heart here today, having, as Jose Mourinho is concerned, with Marouane Fellaini. Stuck by his man, didn't he, after the cheers that he had against Spurs?
Definitely has been loyal to him. Keep bringing him on. Continue to keep using him as well. A big programme coming up United, a lot of games. Jose Mourinho will need all his squad, Schneiderlin and Depay, no longer at the club.
Staying to his players is what Claudio Ranieri will try to do, but the problem for him is that if he keeps taking on board the criticism of his own decisions, someone in the end will believe him. Although having said that, Leicester were faithful enough to stick by Nigel Pearson through their previous struggles. Here's Mkhitaryan.
His best bit of defending. He's been poor at times today, the left back, but this time he does really well. I thought he was in big trouble. Mkhitaryan is quick and gets across the face of him. He's trying to get back.
Ibrahimovic tried to prod it through to Pogba, but it's Morgan who slices it clear.
Moves it up the field. Not really moving out very quickly either, that Leicester. He's trying to get them out now, but with no real energy. He's saying what's going on, Huth's walking. He looks shot to pieces, these Leicester players.
Valencia.
Last season at United about possession. This is certainly the time in the game where you can pass it from side to side, control.
Smalling. Ibrahimovic. Pogba. Here's Herrera.
The first 20 minutes of this game was pretty awful to watch. But since then, and that change in particular, to go for 4-4-2 and getting Mkhitaryan into that number 10. United have been really comfortable in a good away performance.
Now Ibrahimovic.
All again. The losing team chase it. They're doing it well.
As the lead against Leicester established either side of half-time, they're just grinding them down now, or trying to, without giving them the encouragement of a goal. The two have already given up on seeing their team even score today and are heading for the exits. Mkhitaryan.
Sometimes it's worse in the ground when there's nothing, no anger.
Here's Gray. Just prodded back by Herrera. So it is a Leicester corner.
Well, he thought about saving it and picking it up, David De Gea, and he realised it would be seen as a back pass. So he pulled his hand away. Good thinking from the goalkeeper.
Gray has brought that little injection of promise for Leicester whenever he's had the ball. It's his corner, which Fellaini deals with. That's actually up.
Yeah, it's a good header. Just a real... just so flat. I'm quite sure the Leicester fans know who to turn on. Players who have done so well for them, manager who's been brilliant. Normally, he's a villain. The loyalty that these players and the manager have built up over the last 12 months are difficult to forget so early. They just have to fight through it together. It's certainly a difficult day for them.
He's always under the cosh, is the manager. But it's difficult for him to criticise his own players because he has to put his trust in them to get them out of it now the transfer window's closed. Pulled back by Valencia and lifted over by Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Just cutting through them, controlling the game. He could have made it 4, Mkhitaryan, 4 or 5. I don't think Leicester could have had any complaints. If there were more goals for United, there's none coming on.
Rashford is the player being called off by Jose Mourinho. Ashley Young, for whom a rumoured move to China never materialised. Goes on 3 months after his last Premier League appearance as a right-back against Swansea. By Fuchs against Eric Bailly. So I wrestle that. It's a goal kick. A reminder of the action that we've got coming up for you next Sunday, starting off with Burnley got that fantastic home record up against the emphatic leaders Chelsea from 12:30 on Sky Sports 1. And then we'll see if Leicester can rouse themselves after this in that crucial relegation clash against Swansea, with whom they're level on points from 3:30 on Sky Sports 1.
What a big game that is next week. For Leicester and Swansea.
It's great. And Didi. Vardy. Drinkwater. Pulled back by Gray, it's come back off Smalling. De Gea was second best, so Fellaini had to get it clear, but the referee's blown for a free kick, and Vardy asking the question, why?
It's been given for Vardy.
Swansea are lucky to lose earlier to Manchester City.
I think Swansea will be going into the game feeling happier with what's gone on today, certainly. And getting back into that game, Manchester City. Ranieri. Everyone's got that empty look. It's an awful look, that.
It's just as though they can't believe what's happening.
Yeah. And there's nothing in the eyes, no anger, nothing, just faces are still.
Gray. Gray's boot from Antonio Valencia, which has winded Damari Gray.
Yeah, the ball was there. Antonio Valencia goes for it and follows through. He takes one in the midriff. He's done well to get away without a booking there, Antonio Valencia. Well, he gets the ball, but he follows through on to Gray.
Exactly, takes the hand of friendship from Antonio Valencia. Oops, causing the kick, and again it's Manchester United players that are occupying that area. Ibrahimovic got his head to the ball.
Brilliant ball in. Manchester United defended the box well, Fellaini, Ibrahimovic then. Smalling a couple of times in the game. But really good headers in.
Gray's corner. Cleared by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Leicester haven't been able to make their corners count. Smalling.
obstructing. He just looks at the goalkeeper and puts his arm upon him.
A bit of time wasting going on, hence the booking for David De Gea. So who's the standout individual for you today, Gary?
It's Mkhitaryan, United. He changed the game. The positional change was good. He's done Leicester a massive favour there. The referee only putting 1 minute on.
Blend.
From Jose Mourinho, but then he took the opportunity in that number 10 role. The first goal was excellent.
Here's Pogba! And Schmeichel got his body behind it. Here's Ndidi. Now Morris. Vardy. Morris. Away by Herrera. Young.
He's stepping up again.
Ibrahimovic. Morgan restricting his room to operate. Young tried to feed it through to Ander Herrera. Pogba.